Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test server and we are prepping for the Temporal Rift and the Continuum Stalker. So the final Continuum Stalker on the test account is up. That is right, guys. You need 5 teams. It gets a little crazy. We went from 1 to 3 to 5. So I'm going to go over the leaderboards, show exactly where they are so we know which heroes we're going to have to utilize. Not sure the layout for the badges yet. We're going to have to cover that pretty soon. But this one does yield you a frame, which we're going to look at in just a minute. So looking here at the leaderboard and the rewards, guys, at the frame level, you have to be the top 1,000. So looking here, you do get some engraving mats, get some Stargazer cards, which I absolutely love. The top 1,000 does allow the Grand Hunt Season 2 Chaos Propagation. So that is where you actually do start getting those frames. And then you can see, guys, all 3 of the frames are a little bit different. So they do change just slightly, but that is the frames that you can get out of here. Now, of course, there is a fortune chest. So if your guildies do hit within that 1,000 or less, you will get diamonds. Now the diamonds are split among the guild. So if you are in a guild with 70 guild members, they are going to be split among the guild and you get kind of a random number within there. So I'm going to go through again, looking at our team, seeing what core heroes are kind of needed in here. And I like to do this because I need to know who I need to focus on building. So here we do have Kren as damage. We do have the awakened version of Thane, which means that a lot of players are going to have to sub in a hero for the awakened version of Thane while keeping Kren in there. Again, I'm thinking of the previous team comps that we've done where it's worked out pretty well, but those are going to be the 2 primary heroes for the best in slot. Second is, look at that, a star, Little Peanut, and we do have the awakened version of Taylene in here. Scrag, pretty easy to build, Merlin and Rain as well. So it looks like Peanut is going to be doing a primary amount of damage. Also in here with the awakened version of, again, Taylene in here. The awakened heroes they are using for a ton. Lucretia Grez, so a regular combination in here. We have the twins, we have Rowan, we have Mortis. That's a pretty easy setup. We've seen this one a lot, and you can see, guys, there is only more real down here. Some of these have the 5, like right here, the 5 wilder teams. Battle 3 is just more real. So overall, guys, these 2 heroes, of course, in a majority of comps, that are heroes that we absolutely have built at this point. Team 4 is Athalia. So looking here, guys, Helos. This is one of the reasons in the live stream I said you have to build Helos. He is super strong, and you can see, guys, we only have Aziz here. So overall, we'll have Saurus hold Aziz. We'll have Athalia do a lot of damage. We have crowd control here from Raku. Not sure if he's the best choice in here, but looks like he's doing pretty well. 6 billion damage, even though Athalia is putting out 43 billion damage, guys, which is absolutely incredible. Then, of course, our final team is Drez again, which is just kind of broken. Every time we've done the Continuum Stalker, Rosaline follows Grez, and that's kind of how the battle does go down. So we have Hodgkin as a buffer, and there is Drez in the back, guys. Silas, of course, as a buffer and a healer. And then when Drez goes in the back, and then Damon just scales. That's the big thing, guys. You can see how fast and how big this number scales. When it comes to the enrage timer, this is the reason why Drez is super important. His single target damage, he debuffs the enemy, which again is kind of crazy to see. He comes self-sufficient with his own debuffs, which is awesome to see. He also does have a lot of survivability. He has a lot of shields within here that make him ideal when he goes in here. Again, Silas working out perfectly. And you can see, guys, plus 60, plus 60, plus 60 engraving, plus 30 engraving. I don't have Drez built out. I know we put Scarlet in this formation as a kind of a secondary. So we put Rosaline and Scarlet, I believe, in the last one. I'm going to have to bring up some of the guides and get something together to see exactly what we can do. But look at the enrage time around here, guys. It is absolutely crazy. See the heroes that we need in here. And Damon, I've thought about engraving because he is still used in quite a bit of AFK Arena. Just for the simple fact that he is in the Twisted Realm. He's in or the Cursed Realm comps. He's in a couple different places. Let me see if these are the same. There we go. So we have Kren. We do have the awakened version of Thane. I'm sure they're pretty much the exact identical in here. And it is exact identical, which is interesting because you can see, guys, even here, Drez doesn't have the engraving, doesn't have the signature item, still putting up 15 billion damage, which is incredible, and coming in number 2. So I know when it comes to the actual release on the global servers, it's absolute insanity on how far these heroes are built. But overall, so we need Kren, we need Awakened Thane, we need Awakened Talene, which of course I don't believe you can mark heroes within this instance. So the Awakened Talene and then a star in there. Lucretia and Grez, easy one to do there. Athalia in here, pretty easy one. And then of course Drez, having Drez built as well. I'm definitely going to have to get him a little bit stronger, guys, to continue in this game mode. But I like the loot. If I can get any Stargazer cards, if I can get some time emblems out of here, absolutely. Again, this is just a basic video showing you exactly who you do have to build. Badges, of course, we have a ton of different badges, and you can see here, guys, they even have some of the class specific badges. I was looking at some of those this morning because you don't see very many of them. So they're expanding the badges a little bit to include some of the more interesting ones. So again, for the team comps, we can't copy them. But again, looking at our badges, there's going to be a couple, and now they are, as you can see, they are the ascended badges that we have within here. Divine Anger. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out. It looks like most of them are the same, but we are definitely going to have to figure out exactly which ones we're going to utilize on which heroes, because this was the other subcomp that we used because we didn't have Drez. We didn't use Drez in here. We used Athalia. Even here, we don't have Athalia on the test server. So we're going to have to figure this out, guys. Again, the Continuum Stalker, it's kind of hard because if you don't have a hero, who do you sub in with the hero? If you don't have the sub hero, how far do you really go down the line to really see which hero you're going to utilize and which badges are going to make the most sense, I guess. It's a lot of trial and error. That's one of the big things, guys. Also remember, with the Continuum Stalker, you have 13 days left. Once he goes global, I think you have 14 days in total. Is during that time, guys, you're going to be adding a lot more levels to your temporal beacon. The way that we built it out last time was building up the badge addiction. So this was actually going to a max build, and this was again the optimal build that we've seen. So badge addiction was going to 10, and then the 3, we used support, we used ranger, and then we used tank. Those were the 3 that we focused on. We did not do might or warrior. These went up as high as you could build it, and that was it. That was the ideal formation or the ideal level, just because with 5 teams, of course, you're going to have a lot more of an impact when you're building out the elder tree, or excuse me, the badges or the temporal beacon, because you're running so many heroes. You're now running 25 heroes in 5 teams, which is incredible. There we go, guys. So that would be ideal. A little bit more in tank, just because, again, if the tank goes down, a lot of the rest of the team folds. So, guys, again, that'll do it for the Temporal Rift with the Continuum Stalker. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. You have to get your heroes ready for this. And as always, thank you guys for watching.